We are ready to begin our dramatic presentations of the evening. We like to call this For Whose Eyes Only, a play in 3 acts. And for Act 1, Scene 1, I would like to call up the actors who are portraying Krusty the Reporter, and that would be Walter Steed, Moscow City Councilman and Chair of the Watauga County Republicans, and Trusty the City Clerk, and that would be our own Butch Alford. So if you guys could go over to the microphone right there and get into character.
Match made in heaven.
Now, before we start our play, we wanted to ask for your help in getting you out of here on time. And this has to do with questions. We will answer all your questions before we leave today. But to keep us on schedule, we'd like you to hold your questions through the scenarios until you've heard Brian's presentation that fills in the gaps. We've done this presentation several times now, and we've found that Brian will address most of your questions during his presentation before you even have a chance to ask them. And he'll answer your remaining questions at the end of his presentation. He promises to answer all questions, but does not promise that you will like the answers. Now, in our first scene here, it happens in the hallway outside the City Council chambers. Mayor Luther Burbank and the Watertown City Council are in the chambers, meeting with City Attorney Abe Lincoln. They've convened an executive session behind closed doors to consider Litigious Lyle's offer to settle a lawsuit. Litigious Lyle is the guy who freaked out when a city snowplow leveled his rose bushes and crushed Pookie the Pomeranian. Krusty the Reporter finds Trusty the City Clerk in the hall outside the meeting room.
Hey, Trusty, they still in there talking about Lyle's lawsuit.
Hi, Krusty. Yep. The city council's still meeting, and no, you can't go in there.
I don't know about these closed meetings, Trusty. Seems illegal to me.
Come on, Krusty. You know as well as I do that the open meeting law allows executive sessions to communicate with the city attorney in pending litigation. And it says right on the agenda that they are talking about Lyle's lawsuit.
Well, maybe so, but it still doesn't seem right. They're in there spending the public's money. The public ought to know how they're spending it and how much they're spending.
Right, Krusty. Right. You're the taxpayer's best friend. It would be a great help for the Watertown Daily Splash to print that Abe Lincoln says we should settle for $50,000 to $75,000. That way, Litigious Lyle could learn that the city is ready to pay $25,000 more than he would have eagerly grabbed. The public has a right to know, but not if that hurts the government's ability to negotiate with hostile litigants. If and when there's a settlement, you'll be the first to know.
Okay. Can I buy you a pop?
Scott.
All right.